Hey, what's going on? I've been on my full-time experience for 12 weeks now, so that's technically a quarter, 3 months, and I've met a ton of my goals being on full-time eBay. Uh, I set a goal of 20,000 gross sales. I did that. I set a new goal for 25,000 in the next quarter, but I've got pretty close to that. I'm at 23,000, so I almost made that in the first quarter. Had an outstanding week. I guess everybody got their tax returns or something because I had like 3 out of 4 days I had over $600 in gross sales, which was fantastic. Been selling like crazy, and some of the stuff I've been selling, I'll just go over a few things here. I've got some unboxings. I know a lot of people like those, so I got these three things in today. I hadn't opened that up yet, and I'll do those in a second, and we could talk about that. My niche is photography items, so some stuff that's been selling recently. I hadn't had a lot of sales on my adapted Fuji stuff. It hadn't been selling, and I just sold three things like within the past week that were adapted, which hadn't been selling. I sold some M42 mount things. It's like weird. It just comes in like little. Hadn't sold anything for a while, but then the 35 millimeter ones just sold really quick, really quick. And I want to tell you why I love eBay so much. I've been selling on it for years. I just recently decided to go full time, but I had a, sorry, trying to move this camera light around. I had a, what was it? A EM10 Olympus camera that I bought over a year and a half ago. And it was just for me to do eBay stuff on, and I like the camera system. But that's a great thing about eBay. I bought it for $350 used, or not used, refurbished on Olympus's site. And I broke the lens. I put a older version of the lens on there, and I relisted it for the exact same price after a year and a half of using it, and it sold within a couple of days. So that's the cool thing. So sold it for the same price, so I'm out the fees and all that, but that's the cool thing about it. I've done this several times on eBay. It's a lot cheaper than renting a camera for a month. You get it's the cool thing about eBay. You can just buy it and then resell it. Just buy it at a good price wherever you get it, and then resell it. So, and I'll get more, back on that in a second with some of this stuff that I've got. But if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'm happy to answer any questions. Like I said, photography is my niche. So, what else has been selling? I've been buying a lot of point and shoots. That was kind of new for me because I just would sell lenses and whatnot. And these actually have been selling really well. A little tip on those: if you want to buy those, buy the Canon. Canon tend to sell the best, what I've found. And the other ones sell; they just don't sell as quick. Sony Handycam camcorders, been trying those out as well, and they've been selling fairly well. The point and shoots don't make a ton of money, and I found I was buying like chargers for them and making sure they all worked or whatnot. But I just have a couple of chargers held out, and so I'll just charge the battery and make sure they work. And then say, hey, if you need a charger, don't include them with it. Say, hey, if you need a charger, you could buy them off eBay for $6. And then the lower price tag, because I'm not adding a charger to it, makes them sell a little bit quicker. So that's a little tip on that. And I've had several sales over the past week. I think I've sold like 6 or 7 of those. And I probably have about 15 listed currently, but I had a little bit over 20, and then like 6 of them sold. So let's get into it. We're gonna this is some of the stuff I've gotten over the last week. These are all junk parts that came in. They might have been broken or whatnot. So I've got got those. I throw those in a junk drawer lot, as I call it. A lot of photographers that sell that stuff, that's what they do, and I've done it as well, and it sells pretty good. These are some point and shoots that were broken. or they're just so low quality that I don't sell them. So I'll just put them in a big lot, some untested, some broken, and do them like that. Got a filter lot I'm going to be selling. I get a ton of filters and I just put them in a big lot. I don't have any money in them because they fit on the, I just take them off the lenses as I get them and don't sell them with the lenses. So those tend to do well. I got this Olympus camera, film camera. These are like sell really, really well. I bought one for $6 a few months ago and sold it for $200. And I bought another one for like $14, sold it for $70. But I spent a little bit more on this one. I'm not sure how well it's going to do. I've got like $40 into it. I just knew it would sell well, so hopefully I'll make 80 off this. We'll see. Another one, I showed this last week, the AE1. I told you I had another one on there for $180. I ended up selling it for $189. I think I sold it for $179. It had only been on there a week, so I needed to get some batteries to test it out. You could actually use four of these LR44s instead of the regular 6-volt battery, but I went ahead and ordered some batteries since they're spending so much on it. I don't want to give them like 4 batteries like that. I'd rather give them the the real battery, basically. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm sure you want to see this unboxing. I love doing the unboxings of some stuff I got today. Let me switch over so you can see a little bit better with the camera. All right, let's see what we got here. I got this. I already know what this is, but I hadn't opened it up yet. And I'll just show you what I got there. And then we got this, and this kind of corresponds to what I was saying earlier about that Olympus camera. So let's just do this easy one first. Pulled this out of the box. I hadn't opened it yet, so we'll see what we got here. This is Minolta. This is their A-mount stuff. We've got a 70 to 210. It's worth about $35 if working. 30, 35. It's not that there's not a ton of money in these, but I always find them super cheap. So I've sold a lot of A-mount stuff lately, believe it or not. And we've got the 50 millimeter lens. You should be able to sell these for around 40, but they're closer to 30 now. And we've got a 3000i, not too bad. On all these Minoltas, the grips all fade and wear in they don't even have to be used. I got one that was like new and it was all faded and gray, so that's just something that happens with these cameras. Very, very common. It's got a flash with it, so what I'll do is I'll take this off here. I think I've got, I'm not sure what I spent on this. I probably got $20 in this whole thing. But anyway, I'll take a more cheaper lens and put it on here, something that's worth like 15 bucks, 35 to 80 on there, and check it out, make sure everything's working, even though these kind of look beat up with the stuff like that. A lot of people buy them. Let's see if we've got any treats in here. Sometimes when you get these lots, no, nothing in there. It's just some filters that go on the front of that flash, and that's it. All right, let's go on to this. Not sure what I have in this. I can't remember. I order so much stuff offline. This might take a second to unload, but because they're usually packed up. They do a good job of packing these up. Yeah, the good thing about getting lots offline is or online, I always say offline, and online is you can recycle all this stuff. Use it in your own shipping, so that's a good thing about it instead of just buying stuff from thrift stores. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll remember this. So I spent up on this. This is an old camcorder. This was top of the line back in the day. This is a P2 camera, so there's I looked at comps and a lot of them are selling really good, even like in not used condition. I spent up on this because I think there's a lot of money to be made in here. So yeah, P2. So I used to work at Food Network and HGTV, and we would worked in quality control, and they would we had certain cameras that you had to use on shows. So I think this was one of them. This is a professional line, so this is top quality camera. So I think originally I didn't look at comps, but I think it was probably over $5,000. So it is professional, 3 CCD. You see you got all this there. I think I spent $87 after shipping on this, and was banged up here. So I'm going to try it out. I'll have to get a battery for it. If it is working, I don't know if I'll even get a battery. I might just do untested and put $200, and I'm pretty sure I'll get that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I always wanted to be, you know, the camera guy, but even though I was in video, I was always behind the scenes, you know, not in production. So something I missed out on. Probably should have done that, but the hours are like sometimes 16-hour days, and it's just something that they don't tell you in college, or that you'll have to do all these long hours and you know, travel all around the world, or not all around the world, just all around doing these field shoots and whatnot. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is the other one. This goes back to me saying that I'm going to, I've bought cameras. Let me get this box here. Oh. I don't want to make a mess out of these. All right. That's probably enough. I just didn't want to get those peanuts all over the place. Let me test this one out and make sure it works. I think it's fine. I chat or messaged the guy, or in the listing, he said he was just thinning out some stuff. So I'm not sure if this is one that actually has aperture block. It's a Pentax camera. Was that a spoiler? But he wrapped it up really well. As you can see here, cool looking camera. This is the Pentax KS1. Check that out. Wow, I mean, it looks in like, look at that screen. Looks like it's in mint condition almost. It's the thing that kind of worries me about the aperture block, because I think the majority of those happen when the camera, they don't get used that much, and then I think the cameras that actually get used quite a bit are the ones that don't. So it came with a 50mm f1.8. This lens alone sells for like probably $75, $80 used. I think it's like $110 new. So it's kind of, he didn't say it came with the box, so that's great. It came with the box. I'm not going to open that, but I'm going to use this for a while and just want to try it out, because I've tried almost every Pentax DSLR out there, so this will be a fun one to use. And I've got a kit lens that I could put on here. That, like I said, this is $75 to $80, and a kit lens sells for around $30 to $40. So when I go to resell this, I'm just testing it out. I'm not going to keep it. I'll be able to sell it and get my money back. Maybe in a little bit more. I think I bought it for, after shipping, it was $230. So it's got a charger in here, battery, and let's see if he left a card in here. No card, but it's got the battery in there. So yeah, so there it is. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing another one of these every week. So if you like this, go ahead and subscribe and tune in next week, and you'll see another video about my eBay adventures. Thanks for watching.